Hey everyone, Chris Shokuki back with another toy review. And this time it's going to be on the DC Direct Mcfarlane Toys Page Puncher Superman from the Black Adam comic. Now, yes, like I said, he's from like Black Adam comic. This one, I'm not sure what number of comic this is, but this is what he came with. It just says Black Adam, but it shows Superman, Batman, and John Constantine on the front. On the back, it's just DC logo. And, you know, it's cool. If you're a comic collector, then, you know, it's not bad. I didn't read through it all, but, oh well. But yeah, my first Mcfarlane Toys Superman figure. And I like it. Perfect? No. But it's the same with every other figure I have. They're great, or most of them are great, but they still have a few issues. This guy has some issues that I don't like, but let's just go over the accessories first, and then we'll take a look at them. Like I already showed you, he comes with the Black Adam comic book. It comes with a collector card with the same artwork on the front as the comic. Has Superman at the bottom. Has a bio. If you want to read it, pause it now. He comes with two displayed open hands that you can give him when he's flying. And surprisingly, he comes with a flight stand. Now granted, this is in two pieces. If I can just... Wait, hold on a minute. Okay, see the main stand with the peg hole or peg on it and the DC logo on, and as you can see, it's clear, and yes, I am getting fingerprints on it, but that's gonna happen. And this flight stand bit here that you can just slide in like so, and it clicks into place. And it has this little bit here that you could pose up and down. You can open and close the claw. Now, originally the claw was like pointing downward, but I decided to point it upward to give him a more flying pose. But yeah, it's the first... I believe this is the first time I had a DC Mcfarlane... Okay, for me, this is the first time I had a DC Mcfarlane figure that had a flight stand. So that's cool. Now, again, let's look at the figure now. Again, I do like him. I do like how he looks. One thing I don't like is the way his legs are. Now, they're kind of spread out, but I don't know what's going on. This leg looks like it's bending more inward than this one. And it's just... I don't know what's going on here. It just looks so weird to me, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, but... Oh, is this... Yeah, I do not like how these legs look being bent like that. Now, I'm sure you could take a heat gun or a hairdryer and soften them up to straighten them out, but I'm not going to try that yet since I got this guy today. And one thing, I mean, you may, but I'm not really a fan of how the cape looks like. And it's understandable since he's in the air and his cape kind of flows in the wind, but I would have preferred if he had a straight cape. But all in all, those are the only two issues that I have with this guy. All in all, it's still a great figure. As you can see, his color is a bit more faded. Not like bright colored like some other Superman figures I've seen. And I do like the head sculpt. If it could just... I do like it. And at least he's looking forward and not looking off to the side. Which I heard Mcfarlane Toys is no longer going to do that. No longer have the figures looking off to the side, but still. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, not a bad figure. Again, not perfect, you know, with the cape and the legs, but still not bad. And in case if you want, the hands come off actually surprisingly easy. And you could swap them out with the open hands like so. Now, some people, if they have this right, complain that these are loose here, but for those who don't know, if you just give it a little push, and you'll hear a eventual pop, and the hand will stay on, and you could still rotate it and move it around. So yeah, so just give it a good push until it pops in. But yeah, these hands are surprisingly easy to take out. To me though, I'd still be cautious as to not overdo it, because you might end up snapping it at this little bit here. I don't know if you can see that, but if you can see right here, that little bit, if you could focus, this might end up getting stressed and eventually snap if you continue to swap the hands. So yeah, I might swap the hands only rarely, but still. Yeah, like I said, my first Superman figure, since I mostly got Batman and stuff, or mostly characters related to Batman. Like, I have Joker, I even have Red Hood, but yeah, Superman I wanted. And I'm glad I got him. Now, for posability-wise, his head can fully rotate. He could look up really, really good, actually, which he should be able to look up because he's flying in the air. He has a neck pivot. But yeah, it's really great, good articulation. His arms can rotate, though the cape kind of hinders it. They can swing out to the side that far. You could bring the arm forward and back like a butterfly joint. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which surprises, this elbow actually bends more smoothly than this one. Like this lower elbow here is a bit tighter than the upper one. I don't know why, but or this lower joint, I should say. But oh well. His hands can move back and forth, but if you rotate it, they can move up and down. Again, rotates here, rotates here. And for the torso, he has a ball peg in the abdomen and the waist, so you could bend his torso about that far, which is not much. You could bend it back though a whole lot farther than forward, which is strange because Superman, I don't really think Superman's known to be very athletic like Batman, but that's alright. His legs can move out to the side so you can do the splits. They can move forward and back a little bit, but due to his butt or this diaper piece, it kind of hinders it. Not really the front, but mostly the back. He has a slight thigh swivel, but again, with Mcfarlane, it's really hindered, so yeah, I might have to do the thigh swivel mod. Oops. Yeah, you could kind of rotate, but it's like very limited. You could bend at he has a double jointed knee. No boot swivel, but he does rotate at the foot here. You can move him forward and back. He has an ankle pivot and toe joint. So, not bad articulation. Pretty standard for some Mcfarlane figures. Most Mcfarlane figures, I should say. Oops. Okay, another problem. Due to how his legs are, it's kind of hard for him to stand up at times. So, yeah. I mean, I'm so happy I got this figure. I'm so happy I got a Superman. But yeah, if it weren't for those issues, mostly with the legs, this would have been better. I mean, it's still good. It's still a great figure, just if it weren't for the legs, if it weren't for especially the legs, then this would have been better. But either way, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.